Well, allow me to once again quote the great Eminem.
Guess who's back? Back again.
After being fired the last few years,
What?
because of his stupidity, ignorance, and just plain ass kissing,
It's true.
he's making a comeback.
Who?
And no, we're not talking about Don Lemon. This is one Brian Stelter.
What the fuck?
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. Yeah, somebody reach out to Tucker because the little eunuch is back. And it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are feeling good today, of course, as we hit the midweek hump day. Well, comebacks. We've seen them before. We've seen them in Hollywood. We've seen them in music. We've seen them in professional wrestling. Sometimes they work, and then sometimes they don't work. You're like, why did he wait so long? Why did she wait so long to make a comeback after all these years and what have you? But you don't see it much in legacy media. Usually once you're gone, you're pretty much gone. And in this day and age of social media, if you leave legacy media, you end up showing up somewhere doing a podcast. That's usually how it goes. But in this instance, sometimes comebacks can be a good thing. I like to see it as a great thing. CNN is bringing back one of their own. And no, we're not talking about Don the Lush Lemon. We're talking about the little eunuch himself. Yes, Brian Stelter. Yes, he's coming back, and to the joy of one Tucker Carlson. We go to Breitbart. Brian Stelter will return to CNN as chief media analyst. Chief media analyst. The jokes just write themselves. Brian Stelter will return to his home network at CNN as chief media analyst 2 years after being fired during its reconstruction phase. Later in the thread, Stelter described going through a change in his media perspective and vowed to be different. I'm coming back to CNN with a fresh perspective. See, I always scoffed at people who said getting fired was the best thing that ever happened to me until it happened to me. After 20 years as a news junkie, I changed my media habits. I tuned out for a bit and was incredibly lucky to spend time at home as a stay-at-home dad. In the hours when Sonny and Story were at school, I'm assuming those were his kids, I tried on a variety of hats. Harvard Fellow, BBC Talking Head, really? Magazine writer, yeah. I wrote for 20 different plus outlets and learned about the ups and downs of freelancing, and I experienced the news more like the everyday consumer. In doing so, I learned a whole lot about the attention economy and the information ecosystem. So this time around will be different because I am different. You tried all those hats for a reason and they didn't work out. Gee, I wonder why. Brian Stelter exited CNN in 2022 as controversies engulfed the network in the wake of former CNN president Jeff Zucker stepping down after he did not disclose a consensual relationship he had with one of his chief marketing officers, Alison Gullist, when he began. It was a rare privilege to lead a weekly show focused on the press at the time when it had never been more consequential, Stelter told NPR at the time. No, you got fired because one, no one watched, and two, you kind of sucked. Just saying. All right, my thoughts. Well, like I said in the beginning, someone please reach out to Tucker and let him know the little eunuch is back in town. Little Brian Stelter comes back to CNN. Will he come back to CNN in this glorious reunion? He's back, riding on a white horse, trying to save the day. No, because CNN is crap. It's garbage. It's Cuck News Network, and the name fits and suits it well. For the most part, Brian Stelter spent his years being the water boy, being the ass kisser, being the George Costanza of CNN. Wanted to be part of the team. He hosted a show that nobody watched. But how different will he be? How different, Brian? Come back with hair, you got a beard going, you drop some weight. What's going to be different? Are you actually going to have an open attitude, an open-minded attitude, and say, hey, you know what? I can listen to the left, I can listen to the right, and I can make my decision, and here it goes. No. A tiger never changes stripes. A leopard never changes spots. That's who Brian Stelter is. You'll see in the beginning, hey, wait, there's something different about Brian. Wait, he actually has an open attitude. He's actually willing to, weigh both sides. That'll be in the beginning, the honeymoon phase. And that'll wear off real fast once the election season kicks in. But this reminds me of Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo, formerly CNN, of course, got fired. Used to be that person too. Used to be the ass kisser, tag teaming with Don Lemon, the brothers, the Butt brothers. Anyway, but just saying that what happened after he got fired? He showed up on Newsmax, and now he's got his own show. And is he different from some of the shows I've seen at times? Yes. He's willing to be open-minded. He's willing to weigh both sides. But there's that little Chris Cuomo in him that says, hey, you know what? I'm better than you because A, I've had the coof, and B, I've taken the magical vax, 25 times. So I'm great, and you're not. He's a clown, just like Brian Stelter is. Brian Stelter is a clown. I love it because we get to mock him again. We get to laugh at his antics. Him acting the buffoon. Him trying to be Mr. Intellectual. Yeah. That's going to crash and burn real fast. And I'm going to love every minute of it. And I'm sure Tucker is too. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.